Hey Cook family!
What's up? We are finally going to do this Q&A video and we have a ton of questions to answer, so let's get into it.
First one, let's see. Have you guys decided on any names for the baby?
Yes. We do have a name.
And we will be announcing it
soon, but when the time is right.
We get this a lot. How did you guys meet? This one's on you.
Tiana and I met at my friend's house who was having a party, but that was like the first time we ever like met, like, hi,
yeah.
I'm Tiana, I'm Noah.
We didn't really talk too much.
Or anything. Then we met kind of again a few months later when she came out with me and some friends to a club. We went to like an event, I think, and then a club. But once again, didn't really talk.
We took a photo together though.
We did take a photo together, so if you pop it up, John. That was like the first time we ever really hung out. We still weren't really like interested in each other or anything. But that's how I got her phone number, because she took the photo. Or I think she was taking a selfie and I kind of was next to her and she like was like, oh, you want to join the selfie? So we took a photo together and then I was like pulled the like, oh, send it to me. So she sent it to me in a text or whatever, and then I ended up posting it.
So fast forward a few months, I was hosting an event in Orange County and his friend ended up going as well because his friend was also hosting.
Shout out Young Pinch.
So that night, I think I ended up texting him that I thought he was super cute.
We left Orange County to go to LA to go out.
They left. They only stayed for like 10 minutes for the event.
I get a random text and I don't have the number saved, but it just says, you're fine. But the last text before that was the photo of us. So I told her we should like hang out sometime. It didn't really go much further after that because we never hung out. We would like text back and forth, like I'd invite her somewhere or she wouldn't come. Fast forward 3-4 months again, she finally wants to hang out. So she came out with me one night, went out for Tav's birthday.
And then we ended up being like this.
And then we fell in love and lived happily ever after. But basically, so that's like the full rundown.
It was mostly mutual friends going to like the same events, and then finally we decided to hang out.
A lot of people asked, I saw, is like, what made us know that we were like the one? When we hung out, we just like felt something different than hanging out with other people, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like I'm really shy, and with him I was like able to be myself.
When did you guys find out you were having the baby? So we found out in
January.
In January. Tiana had been taking birth control for like years. We talked about it and decided that she was going to stop taking it because of a few reasons. Number one, we wanted to have kids in the future. So
headaches.
And then the big thing was headaches. She was having a lot of headaches and we thought that was maybe the cause. We found out it was the cause.
So in January, I was feeling sick and it was for a couple days. So I started to wonder like why I was sick.
Yeah, and we thought maybe it was like food poisoning.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I realized that I was late on my period. That day, I took a test and it was like in the middle of the day, and they say you're supposed to do it with morning pee. I took a test and it came out negative. So I was like, that's weird.
So we went to the store.
So I went to the store, got more tests, and then the next morning.
So I got woken up at like 4 in the morning. And I woke up, and as soon as I woke up, I like smelled the raunchiest smell. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I go to the bathroom, and as I'm walking back to the bed, there's a huge dog shit on the carpet. I'm like, oh, Tiana, like the dog pooped on this carpet.
I was in bed, not
she's in bed, so I'm like, oh, like I don't want to make her get out of bed. As this was going on, Big goes into the closet and throws up all in the closet. And so I'm like, babe, like Big just threw up in the closet now, like there's 2 things to clean up. Like, so she gets up out of bed. I'm like, I'm gonna go downstairs and grab some cleaning stuff.
Then I ran into the bathroom and grabbed a test. So while he was downstairs, I took the test, and
so that was like the first thing on her mind. She wasn't.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's got this. So I took the test. It said positive. As I heard him coming up the stairs, I was like, Noah, Noah.
Yeah, I'm coming upstairs and she's like, Noah, and I'm thinking like something happened, like the other dog threw up or something. And then I walked in and she had the test and it was positive. And we kind of just looked at each other like, oh my gosh, like, is this real?
It's real.
So, like, that's another question a lot of people ask is like, Was it planned or accident? Which I think is a funny question that people always ask people when they're pregnant anyways, because like,
yeah, it's a weird
why
question.
does it matter if it was planned or not, kind of thing. We weren't like trying to have a baby, but we weren't
trying
yeah, like we
either.
weren't using any precautions or anything. And then the whole thing is you never know if you can even get pregnant. Like a lot of couples have problems doing it.
And then the first thing we did was I called my mom,
And then
he called his mom, and that
this
was
is
at 4 a.m.
Yeah, it was like still 4 in the morning. Oh, but I didn't even realize that. I forgot to say, like, when I ran downstairs to get the cleaning stuff, that was like the first thing in my head. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like what it's like having a baby.
Ooh,
and then I
early
run
mornings.
upstairs and has a pregnancy test that's positive. We were like super stoked. We called our parents, told them, and then gave
back
each
to
other a
sleep.
kiss and said goodnight. We'll celebrate in the morning. Someone says, do you guys ever consider yourselves celebrities? No, not at all. I feel like this generation, a lot of people like to like think of themselves as celebrities or like influencers. We're definitely, if you ever meet us and like ask anyone that knows us, like we're very down to earth, and we don't feel like anyone is ever really above anyone. Just because you have a bigger following or a bigger platform, or you get to be the one on the stage singing instead of the one watching it, like it doesn't really make a difference. We're all people.
Yeah, so we definitely don't consider ourselves celebrities at all.
Yeah, and like that's something that's funny, like no matter even how big this channel gets or my music or her career, that's one thing I feel like we'll always stay true to ourselves. What are you guys' racial background? I am half Filipino and half white.
And I'm Italian, Mexican, mixed with a bunch of other things.
Yeah, so like what, a quarter Mexican?
Yeah, quarter Mexican, quarter
then, like-
Italian, Russian, German.
Yeah. How do you deal with all the negative comments? There's always going to be negativity and negative people.
You can't please
you can't
everyone.
do anything about it. You kind of just have to like laugh at it and like take it as what it is, as someone literally just typing on a keyboard or on their phone.
And you just can't let it get to you. I receive a lot of hate, but a lot of love, and you just gotta look at the positive and push the negative
people
away. How did you start your career on social media? So I would say when I first started, it was mostly like networking. I reached out to photographers, and from there I'd meet other photographers, and then from that led to me working with brands. I got booked with DGK, which also led to me working with other brands. So I'd say it mostly started with networking, and from that I would just stay busy and consistent with my Instagram, and I started doing meet and greets. Alright, so this one is for Noah. Are you jealous of other guys? If so, how do you guys handle that?
I would probably say like I've never really gotten jealous. I think it goes back to like being secure like in the relationship and how you like make your significant other feel. Tiana makes me feel like there's no question about it and I don't ever have to doubt it. There's two things, either you're just a jealous person or your partner is making you feel jealous. Both of those you have to kind of go to the root of things.
What advice would you give to keep the spark in the relationship? I would say you have to like continue to do what you did when you like first met that person.
Sure.
Like don't get too comfortable.
Like people get super comfortable in a relationship and stop doing what you guys like fell in love with each other for.
What are each other's favorite qualities? One of my favorites is how thoughtful Noah is. He'd go like run an errand, wake up in the morning, go to Chick-fil-A, and no matter where he's at or what he's doing, he always will like bring me home something.
Tiana's work ethic and how like her drive in life. When she wants something done, like she'll get it done no matter what. It's like probably one thing we like argue about sometimes. When she's like wants to do something and I'll be like, oh, like we can do it tomorrow, or she's like, no, like we have to do it now. Obviously sometimes it makes us argue and stuff, but when I look at like the big picture, it like helps me in life like be more efficient, motivates me in how driven she is.
How do you guys get over an argument? We're both very different. I feel like when we get in arguments, I get very like quiet. I like want to like think about everything, come back and talk later, like sleep on it.
She's like super to herself, like give me my me space, and I'm like, no, I'm in your face, like let's talk about it. That's like the biggest thing with anything in relationships is like communicating and talking.
We've never, I think one time that
Yeah,
we've gone
went
to
to bed.
sleep like mad at each
That was just
other,
because we were
but
super tired. We were like, let's chop it up in the morning, we'll figure it out, hash it out.
this isn't really a question, but I see it on here a lot. It says nursery tour. We are definitely going to be doing one.
Yeah, so talk about efficient. The nursery is pretty much finished, and we're still 4 months away from the baby.
I'm nesting like
she's
crazy.
In crazy nesting
so
mode. Did you
always want a baby? Yes, I love babies.
When me and Tiana first met, not first met, but like when we first started hanging out, she mentioned to me that she really wanted to have a baby before she was 30, and at this time she was only 26. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, that's a whiles away. But then, what do you know? She's 29 and pregnant. How many kids do we plan on having?
So I want 2.
I want like 3 maybe.
But it depends on the gender.
2. Yeah, it depends on the genders.
I want 1 of each. Where did Noah grow up?
I grew up on like Southern California. I was born in San Diego. Pretty much lived in San Diego until I was like 10, and then lived in like Temecula.
Are you going to be using any CBD or any cannabis during your pregnancy? So no, I won't be having any cannabis. And CBD, yes, it's perfectly safe during pregnancy and it helps with lots of things. Where could I find his music?
Literally anywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, Amazon, YouTube. Email me, I'll send you MP3s. Or call me and I'll play the song over the phone.
If it wasn't for blank, you wouldn't be where you are today. If it wasn't for my fans, that I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So shout out to all you guys.
If it wasn't for, I'd probably say Tiana, but in more like life all together, right? In like life, I'd probably say my parents. My parents were like super strict growing up. Looking back like in life, I think it like helped me a lot with discipline and respect.
Next one, will you guys be doing any of the fit expos like San Jose and LA? So yes, I won't be doing the Anaheim, but I will be at the San Jose.
Mad pregnant. And
I will be at the LA one, which is in January, so I'll have baby with me.
When's the baby's due date?
September 3rd.
September 3rd, right around our 3-year anniversary. How long after do you want your second kid? I'm thinking like, I'm gonna ask the doctor, what's the quickest possible?
No.
Pop another one in there. I'm serious.
A year and a half, 2 years.
I'm serious.
Do you mind being a couple years older than Noah, or did it bother you at first, my situation? Not at all.
At first.
At first I thought he was older. I thought he was 30.
Shout out old Corey.
Yeah.
Young Corey. A little backstory. Me and young Corey used to have a joke about how I'd say that he was 30 when he was like 25. On my like 22nd birthday, he made a Snapchat filter saying, "Happy 30th birthday, Noah." Tiana saw it because she knew him before she knew me. And so then when we met, she like was like, "So like, are you really 30? And I was like, "No, I'm 24, like 23.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
and she's
shoot.
like, "Oh shit." No, I feel like I'm like pretty mature for my age, maybe, I guess. Do you anticipate that your music will change with the birth of your child? Yeah, I would. I probably will, because I think I'll change like as a person, just because I'm getting older too. For instance, new single dropping July 8th, Tell Me. That was originally like a very sexual, dirty song that you'll never hear. Decided to switch it up a little bit. Yeah, I think the music will change a little bit.
If you could only ever listen to one Noah James song, what would it be? I love all of his songs, but I would say High Off of You, because the meaning behind it. That was the first time I ever went to the studio with him, and the song was about me, you. So. I
knew I wanted to write like a dope R&B track, but I was writing, and so I invited Tiana over to the studio, and she came through. Get a different little vibe. It's a little different when you have girls in the studio. Are you ever gonna do another soccer scrimmage?
So I was actually trying to do one when I injured my ankle back in September. I was shooting content to promote. Now with being pregnant, I have to wait. After baby and my ankle is healed, yes, I will be doing more.
How old were you when you started working out?
I was, I want to say 24 or 25. Yeah.
4 years, 4
or 5 years. I've been working out solid.
When we first started dating, how did you approach me about quitting smoking cigarettes?
I think I like told him that I didn't like it.
But then I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna quit one day when I have a baby, like in 10 years or something. We were only dating for like 3 months, and I decided I was gonna quit. Were you hesitant to move in together? So it kind of just like happened. We were both living in LA. I had a place and she had a place. We had dogs though, so she could never like stay at my house, so I always just stayed at her house. We were kind of already like had been staying together and traveling.
Do we ever see ourselves moving closer to LA? We definitely want to own a place in LA eventually.
Yeah, like a small spot, like a apartment.
Yeah,
like
especially
condo or
for like
something.
his music and stuff, and if we ever want to go and like spend the weekend or a week there.
Yeah, because we're up there. We're up in LA like once a week, so we're always there doing something. And right now we live like an hour and a half away, so it is a little bit of a drive. I think the area we're in, we like a lot. And
We didn't want to raise a family anywhere near
Yeah, we didn't
LA.
want to raise our family in LA. The place we're in has very good schooling and just like has a good community. That's another one says, are you planning on creating a forever home somewhere? We are planning on having a forever home in this area somewhere. Will you guys be coming out with merch in the future? We've actually gotten that question a few times, and we like just started this channel and we really aren't getting to that point, and we both have like our own merch that we sell like with our own stuff in the future. So that's something, if y'all want to rock some Cook family shit,
maybe we'll
let us know.
Yeah.
How did I start making music? I was living in LA working for Black Scale Clothing Company. Started a company with my friends called Adapt, where we were making these bracelets, and I was doing freelance modeling, web design, a bunch of stuff, and I kind of was like just like making money here and there, but I didn't really have like a long-term goal. So one time I was with my homie Will, who was my roommate at the time. We were just talking about like dream jobs, and he was like, "What's your dream job? Like that, if you could pick anything?" And I was like probably like a music artist. And he's like, "Well, then why don't you do it?" And I was like, I had all these reasons, like, well, I don't even know where to start. And I was like, I don't know where to start or what to do. And he was like, like you're stopping yourself. And I think that's like a great lesson. A lot of times we like hold ourselves back from our potential and what we can do because we are comfortable in a place, or we don't want to like take a risk. And you can really do whatever you want. He actually helped me get set up with his cousin G-Rock, a producer, and we made a song together. How did you guys end up opening a gym?
So, I always have wanted to open a gym. When I was living up north is when I first started to look into it. I was trying to research what kind of gym I wanted to open. I wanted to create something that people could go to and feel good about themselves or better themselves. I like have a huge love for fitness. When I met Noah, he actually helped me get things moving with it, and shout out to Art, my business partner.
We met him and he made it a lot easier for us.
Yeah,
he was already in the industry and helped us figure out what we had to do.
So it kind of all happened very
it was like,
organically.
It was like one of those things. I feel like the same thing. I kind of asked her like, what do you want to do? And she like heard things. I've always wanted to open a gym. So we were kind of like, all right, let's do it. Like, what's stopping us, you know? Are you going to let the dogs be around the baby? So that's actually like a big thing that we've been talking about, is obviously safety with having 3 dogs and a new baby coming. We've actually done a lot of research and like things to do about like bringing blankets home before the baby gets here so they can smell them.
And we're gonna start not allowing the dogs on furniture, our bed.
We're doing our best to prepare for it now so that when baby S gets here, that everything will be super simple and super smooth. How's your fitness with your pregnancy going?
So the first trimester, I was really sick, so I didn't get to work out during that. Second one's been a little bit better. I had headaches that, well, they've actually stopped now, but my headaches were kind of pushing me back a little bit, but I feel like my energy's still been there. I love like working out, so going to the gym still feels great. I don't want to be like that pregnant person that's like just sitting at home. I like to be very active, whether it's like taking the dogs for a walk, playing with the dogs in the back.
So the doctor said
My doctor said that it's really good that I continue to work out because I was so active before, so they want you to stay like in your routine. So
and it said it'll help delivery.
yeah, it helps with delivery. Like squatting is very important during pregnancy. I stopped doing abs, but everything else I've continued to do the same.
We hope you guys liked the video. Give us a like and subscribe, comment, all that shit.
All of that.
Because without you guys, we're just making videos for us to watch. Peace.
Peace.